San Pedro, California, a city you can reach by driving down the South 110 to the end, is a proud town that's about to experience a wave of high school sports success waiting just around the bend. The third oldest school in the Los Angeles Unified School District, San Pedro High School, went over the 50 championship plateau in 2010 when the boys basketball team won the CIF Los Angeles City Section Division II title. However, once 2011 arrived, the prep sports scene began to heat up at Mary Star of the Sea and Port of Los Angeles high schools. In the charter school's first year of playoff eligibility, the softball team became the first to reach a CIF Los Angeles City Section final when it battled Northridge Academy for the Division III championship. Senior pitcher Brandy Sutcliffe was dealing as she struck out 10 Pumas hitters. In the bottom of the first inning, the Polar Bears struck first on this one-out single by Kelsey Short, which plated Brianna Grayson for the game's first run. The Polar Bears called for small ball to further increase their advantage in the bottom of the fourth inning, and Stephanie Ramirez promptly obliged as her sacrifice bunt attempt led to a throwing error, allowing Short to score from second base, putting Pola ahead 2-0. Those two runs were more than enough for Sutcliffe and the Polar Bears to capture the school's first CIF sports title.
Wins its first Los Angeles City Section Championship in the small schools division for the year 2011. Port of Los Angeles, the Polar Bears make history.
Short stood tall for the Polar Bears in this championship victory, going 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored, while Sutcliffe hurled a 2-hit shutout. But the Polar Bears softball program was not done with history, as in the very next year, they wanted to establish a potential dynasty.
Swing and a miss! POLAHS Softball, repeat city champion!
Thanks to a fabulous performance in the circle by Nicole Miranda, drilling a one-hitter with 12 strikeouts, the Polar Bears softball team repeated as LA City Section Division III champions with a 6-0 shutout of rival Harbor Teacher Prep at UCLA. Yet the Polar Bears were still not through. The softball team once again returned to the Division III championship game in 2013 as they destroyed the previously undefeated Northridge Academy team 16-3 to win a third straight City Section Division III crown.
The Port of Los Angeles High School Polar Bears three-peat as CIF Los Angeles City Section Small Schools champion.
With this monumental triumph, the Polar Bears now had 4 LA City Section sports titles, coupled with the girls cross-country team's first championship in Division III in 2012. And speaking of cross-country, that's a sport where San Pedro shines in at Pierce College in Woodland Hills. On a brisk Saturday morning in mid-November 2013, the boys of San Pedro won their 6th City Section cross-country title. On the same day, the Polo girls repeated as Division III champions. The tidal wave of success had no signs of slowing down at Port of LA as the baseball team, after 3 straight semifinal defeats, got their first opportunity at a championship when it battled Fulton College Prep of Van Nuys at USC. With the score tied at 2 in the top of the 9th inning, the Polar Bears went around the horn to turn a dramatic double play to get out of a possible scoring jam. With Chris Marshall representing the potential championship run at third base with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning, the Polar Bears made sure they cashed in on their golden opportunity.
This one's stopped by the third baseman. Throw the plate, right in time. The throw is dropped. It's safe, and it's over. The Port of Los Angeles High baseball team is the 2014 CIF Los Angeles City Section Division III baseball champion!
By this 3-2 9th inning walk-off, the baseball team captured Port of LA's first and only male-related CIF sports title. On March 3, 2017, the Polar Bears played their 5th LA City Section Girls Soccer Championship game in 6 years as they battled undefeated Grant for the Division II championship at Los Angeles Valley College. Down the goal in the closing seconds of regulation, the girls' soccer title hopes were hanging by a thread and living on a prayer, which Anna Vidovich dramatically answered. This unforgettable display of last-second heroics evened the score at 1, sending the game into overtime. With over 2 minutes remaining in the second 5-minute sudden death overtime stanza, all it took was a love tap by Giselle Mora to achieve girls' soccer immortality.
POLAHS has done it! They are the 2017 LA City Section Division II champions!
After 4 painful runner-up finishes in the previous 5 seasons, Port of LA's heart-stopping 2-1 victory over Grant netted the girls' soccer team their first CIF City Section title and the school's 7th sports crown in all. 2 months later, on the birthday of yours truly, the most decorated prep sports program in all of San Pedro, the San Pedro High Softball team once again found themselves battling for a City Section championship for the first time since 2009. Down a run with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th against rival Banning, this scorching single by Ricky Justiniano drove home Sofia Gomez and knotted the score at 1. 2 batters later, Brianna Talamontes ripped a first-pitch hot shot that put Pirates softball back on top.
Ground ball, bobbled! And that's it! San Pedro High Softball is back on top! City champions for the 17th time!
Cindy Robles hurled a 4-hitter while battling a 102-degree fever, willing the Pirates softball program to their 17th City Section championship and ending the year with their 10th straight victory. The San Pedro tidal wave of championship glory would resume at Los Angeles Valley College again on March 3rd in the year 2018, this time with San Pedro boys soccer as they took on University for the Division IV City Section crown. The game ended in a 1-1 draw and went to the penalty kick shootout to determine a champion, and San Pedro owned the shootout, with Jorge Alvarenga, Kevin Hernandez, Albert Beer, and Eric Alvarez, all consecutively nailing their shootout opportunities. But once the Wildcats cut their deficit down to 4-3, in came a young, talented sophomore by the name of Billy Lopez to conclude matters, netting the Pirates their 3rd boys soccer City Section title and the 1st since 1989. The San Pedro Pirates are the 2018 Los Angeles City Section Division IV boys soccer champion. Juan Ratana scored the Pirates' only goal in the first overtime, as the championship magic was spread all around San Pedro, California. The 8th Sports Championship at Port of LA High was once again historic, as in its first year of being classified as sanctioned sport, the competitive cheer squad won the City Section Division IV title in May. In October, Mary Starr was honored with the CIF Southern Section Champions for Character Award. For the second time in 2018, Birmingham High was a hot spot for a San Pedro prep sports team in pursuit of a CIF championship. This time it was San Pedro High girls volleyball as they battled El Camino Real for the City Section Division I title. With an adoring and raucous San Pedro crowd making the trip to Lake Balboa in support of the Pirates, San Pedro stormed their way to a 2-0 series lead before the Conquistadors won the 3rd set to keep the pressure on the Pirates. With a late flurry putting San Pedro in control in the decisive 4th set, the mighty hand of Lauren Sutrin propelled the Pirates to the promised land. Sensational individual efforts by Sutrin, Sarah Peterson, Hannah Garola, Alexis Avidia, and Isabella Emerson guided the Pirates to their 4th girls volleyball City Section championship and first since 2005. However, the Pirates continued their tidal wave of championship glory 3 weeks later, 2 days after Thanksgiving, when the beloved football team battled Dorsey for the Division I title at El Camino College. 2 dramatic touchdowns midway through the second quarter erased a 14-3 deficit, starting with this electrifying, tackle-breaking 29-yard touchdown run by Joshua Ward. That offensive firepower ignited a spark in the defense just mere seconds later as Joshua Johnson got an early Christmas gift, returning it 27 yards for a go-ahead pick six. Ward added a second scoring run 4 minutes into the fourth quarter, while the defense made critical plays down the stretch to hold off Dorsey 22-20. Capturing the football program's sixth CIF LA City section title and the school's second sports championship in an exciting 21-day span. November 2018 truly was a great time to be a Pirate. November 2019 provided yet another championship opportunity for a San Pedro Prep sports team. This time, it was the inspiring Port of Los Angeles High School girls volleyball team. 1 year after missing the playoffs, Port of LA leaned heavily on senior middle blocker Kaylin Scott, who turned in a dominant performance against East Valley. Scott was completely overwhelming up front, and the Falcons had no answer for her. However, other Polar Bears like Lauren Brown, Mia DiCostanzo, Sasha Suggs, and Cassandra Soria all stepped up to stagger the Falcons' attempt at a comeback. Once the Polar Bears got into championship match point in the decisive fourth set, the final of Scott's 26 kills allowed Polar to bear down for their first CIF volleyball crown. And becoming Port of LA's ninth CIF Sports champion, the 2019 girls volleyball team capped off an encouraging one-year turnaround, which was felt all throughout the city of San Pedro. 15 days later at Pierce College, San Pedro High boys cross country captured their second city section title in 6 years, their seventh in program history, and the last of 15 titles combined with the boys and girls programs under the leadership of Coach Thompson. A year of uncertainty in 2020 gave way to a year of uncontainable joy in the month of June in 2021, and it all started on June 10th when Mary Star High School battled Agora for the CIF Southern Section Division IV AA Girls Basketball Championship. With their eyes fully locked in on accomplishing something that has never happened before at the long-standing San Pedro-based Catholic school, the Stars steamrolled their way to a 10-point lead at the end of 3 quarters. With over 3 minutes to play in the game, the Stars only led by 5 before this dramatic corner three-pointer by freshman Andrea Lopez pushed the Stars' lead back up to 8 before the Chargers whittled it down to 2 in the closing seconds. Madison Watts hit 2 free throws to seal the deal, and the school's first CIF Southern Section Sports Championship with a 54-50 triumph. After 67 years of waiting their turn and 7 heartbreaking second-place finishes combined in other sports, these girls' basketball stars got their eternal shine on, finishing as CIF SoCal Regional Division III AA finalist with a near-perfect 22-1 record. 9 days after Mary Star's historic first CIF sports title came another historic first at San Pedro, when the baseball team hosted El Camino Real for the City Section Open Division title. A furious fifth-inning surge started by this 2-run RBI double by Mikey Bucelis got the Pirates to within a run. Then Dominic Porter turned the volume all the way up. Porter's climactic game-changing 2-run home run put the Pirates ahead for good. Then Dylan Kordick convincingly opened up a new avenue for black and gold pandemonium on this game's final pitch. This classic 7-6 come-from-behind victory gave San Pedro the school's first City Section Open Division sports title, and the baseball team's second major division crown since 1992. Then on May 8, 2022, more history was showered down on San Pedro High when the boys swimming team, for the first time in 96 years of their program, won their first CIF Los Angeles City Section championship. Then on Friday, November 4th, 2022, San Pedro girls volleyball found themselves in their second consecutive City Section Division I final as they went up against Birmingham of Lake Balboa at Cal State Northridge. This Marine League championship club that boasted 13 seniors more than lived up to its gold-blooded mantra. After dropping the first set, San Pedro quickly regrouped to win the next three, capturing their second Division I girls volleyball City Section title in 5 years. Superb outings from the likes of Elaine Turi, Jamie Roth, Kennedy Cordick, and Kalia Teofilo powered the Pirates to victory. A double dose of basketball championship splendor took over the city of San Pedro towards the end of February 2023, starting with Port of Los Angeles High School boys basketball when they took on New Designs Watts for the LA City Section Division V championship at Los Angeles Harbor College. After only winning a single game in the 2022 season, the Polar Bears came back even stronger on the hardwood in 2023 with a relentless offensive assault and in-your-face pressure defense. An explosive second-half barrage turned the makings of a close game at halftime into a runaway 67-39 triumph, securing Port of Los Angeles their second ever male-related CIF LA City Section sports title. On the very next day, same sport, different school, different place, different gender, as San Pedro girls basketball squared off against Chatsworth Charter for the LA City Section Division II championship. All City forwards Shalia Coleman and the rest of the Lady Pirates were cruising until midway through the fourth quarter when Chatsworth took a 5-point lead after Coleman fouled out. But in came All-City point guard Noelani Reagans to the rescue. A three-pointer and 2 free throws from Reagans in the final minute forced a 43-all regulation deadlock. Then in overtime, Reagans answered the call again as the bank was open on her go-ahead triple, enabling for San Pedro to hold off Chatsworth at the end for a final score of 52-51, capturing the Lady Pirates their first girls basketball City Section title since 1986. Reagans and Coleman both led San Pedro with 17 points, with the eventual City Section Division II Player of the Year scoring 13 of her points in the fourth quarter and overtime. And to cap off what ended up being a triple championship year for San Pedro High School, boys swimming repeated as champions in early May at Los Angeles Valley College. Glad tidings of great cheer happened on Saturday, January 20th, 2024 at the Volleyball Learning Center in downtown Los Angeles, when San Pedro High won their first ever LA City Section Championship in cheerleading, capturing the co-ed small division title. And in just a few hours later, Port of LA captured their second ever cheer city championship in the varsity small division. America's pastime once again took center stage in San Pedro in May of 2025, starting with Port of Los Angeles. On the spectacular catch and throw for a double play by Robert Reveles, with catcher Ethan Vasquez applying the tag at home plate, the Polar Bears captured their second LA City Section championship when it bested Chavez 6-5 for the Division II title at Casey's Stengel Field in Glendale. POLAHS Baseball team joined softball, girls cross country, and competitive cheer as the only sports in the San Pedro-based charter high school to win multiple City Section titles. Then 8 days later at Blair Field in Long Beach, more history came into play for the Star of the Sea, as on this walk-off single in the bottom of the 8th inning by Raleigh Ruoso that plated Matt Fuentes, Mary Star Baseball became CIF Southern Section Division VII champions with a dramatic 8-7 come-from-behind victory over Riverside Notre Dame. Down 7-3 going into the bottom of the 7th, Mary Star staged a furious rally, scoring 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th with nobody out to stretch the game into extras, where the Stars got their shine on once again, becoming the second ever CIF Southern Section sports champion in the history of the San Pedro-based Catholic High School, These 2 consecutive baseball title triumphs by Port of LA and Mary Star caps off a 15-year run of perpetual championship memories in the world of San Pedro prep sports going into the upcoming 2025-2026 school year, where more memories are sure to be created.